Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking everything Chivas and the last couple of results of the last couple of games we've been playing. Apologies for not bringing out a video in the last couple of weeks. My work schedule has been absolutely crazy, and obviously sleeping as well and other stuff going on at home. So unfortunately, I couldn't get a video out for the Pachuca or the Querétaro games, but I'm going to do a video, catch up with you both, catch up with you on both of those right now. So let's get straight into it. Obviously, we won both games, which is absolutely fantastic. The first game against Pachuca, I always knew it was going to be difficult. They've kind of slipped off over recent weeks, but at one point they were doing really well in this season. They're always a bit of a tough opposition. They have really good players, to be fair, and yeah, I'm just, I didn't know how this game was going to go, to be honest with you. I'm thinking to myself, oh, wait, I could see us losing this game, but especially the fact that it was away from home as well, it was at their place. But yeah, we ended up getting a 1-0 victory, which is cool. They scored no goal. But yeah, it was a really good win, really important win. It kept us in the Liguilla fight. And then we went to have Querétaro at home as well, which is somewhat, I guess, quote-unquote, easier game. Again, you know, there are upsets in this league, and you can't really take any team for granted. But we had a really dominant performance against Querétaro. I think we had a really good game. I think they were fortunate that it was only 2-0. It was really nice to see Tiba Sepulveda there getting a goal from a corner, no less. I think we scored too few goals from like actual corners, so it was really good to see. Really good dominant header. Him with his mask as well, it was really cool to see. It was a really good goal to watch. We dominated the game pretty much the whole game. Really, I mean, I don't say that I don't say that with disrespect. It's just it was a game that it was at home. The team looked quite happy, and then obviously, so we're in a really good place right now. We've got one game left of the season. It's a big one. It's the Classico Tapatio against Atlas, who are not having a really good season at all. They're really, really having a bad season. They've gotten the win and the draw over the last couple of games, but they've lost a hell of a lot of games. It's at their place, though, which can be a little bit tricky, playing away from home, but I think we've got a good enough squad to go there and really have a go at them. Considering their format, again, derbies, Classicos, the kind of form goes out the window a little bit with them. Atlas are going to want to keep Chivas as low as possible in the ladder, so they're going to be well up for it. We should be well up for it. If we can win that game, if results go our way in the other games, then there's no reason why we couldn't finish in the top four, maybe in fifth. We really want to get as high as possible, but the fact that we're in this position is pretty decent, considering some of the bad results we've had, considering that it's Gago's first season, the fact that we've brought in so many new youngsters and new players. Chicharito's kind of had a little bit of a bit part. He scored a goal, which is cool. I think he got an assist as well, but his game time has been limited. He hasn't played. I think pretty sure he played against Pachuca, but I know he didn't play against Querétaro. Actually, he might have missed both games. I can't really remember Pachuca game. It's been 2 weeks. Sorry, but yeah, no, I think his effect on the team has been limited, but I think he's had more of an effect on the dressing room. But the fact that we've got a new starting goalkeeper now in Tala Manghel, I think he's had a really good season. He's not been without mistakes, but I think that's more of a defence rather than on him per se. I think, like I said, I've been quite vocal. I mean, Tiba's scored, which is great. Chiquete is probably our best centre back right now. He may be off to PSV. Not sure what's happening with that, but we need more centre backs. We need better centre backs, and I think if we did get them, then I think Rangel was going to have a really good career at Chivas. And obviously we played Mateo Chavez, the left back, for a while. He seems to have gone back down to the U23s. I'm a bit worried about that. I think Gago may think that he's probably maybe not quite ready yet. He did get a red card at one point as well, so maybe that's just punishment for that. I don't really know, but we've decided some youngsters, and the fact that like I said, Gago's first season at the club, pretty decent, to be honest with you, considering that before Paunovic we missed Liguilla pretty regularly, with so-called Liga MX's established coaches and managers. So for him to come in, he's barely older than me, and he's got in there. He's had troubles. He had issues. I don't know whether there's an issue with Pocho. He hasn't been playing Pocho very much. Um, didn't bring him on last game for some reason. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, overall, I think Gago's got it quite right. Like I said, once we get to Liguilla, anything can happen in Liguilla. We can go on a run. It's just we'll have to wait and see. But I think it'd be interesting to see what kind of transfer business we do after Liguilla in the summer. I think we still need a striker, which is crazy because we've got JJ Macias, Marion, and Chicharito. Chicharito's game time is going to be pretty limited, I think, throughout his career. From this point on with Chivas, he's not going to play every game. He seems to have a lot of say in no, I'm not playing. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think he gets a lot of leeway in terms of I don't want to, I can't play this game, so But so it's just Marion and JJ. He's been officially. I think JJ has been fit, match fit, for the last few weeks and maybe a couple of months, and he's just barely got on the field. He got on the field against Querétaro, didn't really do anything, but he had like 7 minutes, so we can give him a bit of leeway. And the fact that he must be well out of match fitness, match sharpness. So yeah, Marion seems to be our starting striker. He's fairly consistent. He's a consistent starter. He hasn't scored enough, in my opinion. He's popped up with a few important goals. I have to give him credit. He does score, just not enough. We need someone more prolific, someone that could challenge him. And I was hoping that was going to be JJ, and then I thought, okay, we're going to get Chicharito in as well. Maybe that can, challenge him as well. But he seems to be limited. So we've got essentially one striker, one and a bit strikers right now. So I think we still need to get a new one in, or we can bring Armando Gonzalez in from the U23s, who's having an epic season with them, by the way. He scored 2 goals on his birthday last weekend, which was epic. I watched that game because outside of US and Mexico, they show the U23s and the U18 games on their YouTube channel, so I can get to watch that. I've watched more U23 games, I think, via their YouTube than I've done Chivas games. And that's mainly because Chivas games, unless I can find a decent stream, it can be a little bit difficult to watch. I'm not a member of Chivas TV, which maybe I should be. The whole rumor about them going to Amazon might help. I might be able to get an account with them and go from there. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is I've watched a hell of a lot of U23 games. I watched Puente when he was there. Obviously Padilla as well when he was shredding it for them. So I've watched a lot of youth teams, and I watched Armando Gonzalez, and I'm hyped AF for him. He looks like a player. And I think he's, if we don't have much money, if we're going to keep JJ, if we're going to keep Chicharito as well as Marion, then why not bring Armando Gonzalez in? I've got a funny feeling JJ's going to go. He probably just needs a fresh start. There's no animosity that I can think of that there was with Vega, for example, but maybe he just wants a fresh start, maybe a team that's less scrutinised, less pressure, so that he can just get back to match fitness. I think if he goes to Leon, for example, which was the rumour, then I think he'll do really well for them. And I think he'll get back to match sharpness, and then he'll start banging in the goals, and he may even get back into the Mexico team. Like, that's a bit of a reach, I admit, but it's possible. He's still young enough to get back into the Mexico team, considering the other strikers we have, apart from Santi Jimenez, everyone else is north of 30, so yeah, why not bring him in if he does well in the league, which is what happens now apparently. If you do well in the Liga MX, you get called up into the national team rather than go to Europe. That's a whole other debate for a whole other video. Yeah, so why not bring Armando Gonzalez in? He's young, he needs game time, he's fit. Why not bring him on, challenge Marion a bit? You never know, he might do really well and overtake Marion at some point. I think we need to really start getting used to the fact that we need to start really making our own superstars, making our own players again. We tried the whole Galactico thing, that failed, like, pretty spectacularly. I mean, Vega probably was the only one that whole Galactico thing that kind of had any real impact on the team. over a long period, and look how that ended. So, I think that failed. I think we need to embrace it. Like all of our, I think the U18s, U23s, and Tapatio all won their leagues last season. I think Tapatio, even though they smoked the first leg, they're still in the quarterfinals of their league this tournament as I guess Salea. So um, they need to they need to play really well in the second leg. 'Cause they were winning 3-0 and ended up losing 4-3 in the first leg, which is absolutely abysmal. But we got a really good youth team. I mean, I just said that as a negative, but we've got a really, really good youth team. Like, I bang on about it so many times, but we do, and I think we need to embrace it. Mateo Chavez, for example, he was getting scrutinised, like, oh, he's not good enough, blah, blah, blah. He's 18, 19, or whatever he is now. But he's a good player. He's done really well for the U23s. And if you do really well with the U23s, you deserve at least a shot. So, I like I said, I've said it loads of times, but I'd rather take an initial step back in terms of general form in order to develop youngsters. I mean, Arsene Wenger said it. He said that if you're going to the price of bringing youth players into the first team and developing young players is that you always suffer an initial setback. Your overall quality in the team drops because obviously they're youngsters and they haven't developed fully yet as players. And the level's going to drop overall, and you just have to suffer that initial drop. But you have to balance it so that you can suffer the drop but not drop too far. But while develop these teams, these players, and get them playing as much game time as possible. So, like I said, if we bring in Mateo Chavez in next tournament and a couple of others, Amando Gonzalez and a couple of others as well, I'm happy enough to suffer an initial setback. Maybe next tournament we don't do that well. Maybe we don't reach Liguilla. But we get all these players tons of game time. They develop. They get comfortable in the first team. They get comfortable playing first team opposition against men. And then, the season after that, they kick on and get on. And, if they're truly talented, then they can lift Chivas back up to where we should be. But it is what it is. Gago's done really well in my opinion. I think he could have stuck with Chavez a little bit more. Chavez is a phenomenal player. He does have a little bit of a, not a temperamental issue, but he does like to get cards a lot, which he needs to stamp out. But he's always assisting and scoring. He gets a lot of assists in the U23s. I didn't think Gago was going to do that, to be honest with you. I think Paunovic was a little bit unusual. He started playing Padilla and then stopped. And part of the reason why I was okay with Pauno leaving is because he seemed to have stopped playing the youth players. He was playing Wacho a lot in goal, which tells you everything you should know. I think it's bad, if you can complain all you like about Tyler Rangel, but I don't think I will meet a single Chivas fan that will look me in the eye and say I'd rather have Wacho in goal than Tyler Rangel. Some people might say I'd rather have a better goalkeeper, a more established goalkeeper than Tyler Rangel. That's fair enough, but no one's going to want Wacho back over Rangel. And Rangel's going to be brilliant. And this is his base level. The only way is up for him. I think this season has done him a world of good. Liguilla as well. It'll be his first Liguilla round, so it'll be interesting to see how he does in that. It's all about learning. Like I said, I think Gago's done really well in terms of bringing the young players in, but at the same time, we could be doing better. If you're not going to play JJ Macias for whatever reason, if Cheech is not playing for that much because of illnesses or whatever, you've got a really good striker in the U23s that's banging in the goals. Just give him some game time. He's already at his debut. Like, it's not complete unknown. Like, he's played for Chivas' senior team before. Why not give him a go? And a couple of others. There are a couple of others in the team. But anyway, I'm banging on too much. At the moment, we've got 2 wins, 2 games. Brilliant. We've got a massive test against that. Well, I say test. We've got a massive game against Atlas. If we play as good as we can be, then we should smoke them pretty easily. Having said that, touch wood, it's a derby, it's a Classico, you never really know. And it's our way as well. If it was at home, I'd be a lot more confident. I'm keeping my feet on the ground as much as possible, but I expect a win against Atlas. I expect 3 points. and I expect us around 5th place, maybe even 4th. I mean, if the results go well, we could even finish 3rd, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it'll be more 4th, 5th, 6th area. And then we'll see who we get in the Liguilla and we'll go from there. But anyway, guys, I've rambled on too much. Like I said, brilliant results right now. And we'll see what we can do against Atlas, and then obviously see what we can do in Liguilla. So hopefully plenty more games to go, plenty more videos to go before the complete end of the season. And yeah, I think America and Tigres and Monterrey, they've all proven that they can lose games. So I think it's going to be an interesting Liguilla, to be honest with you. And I just want us to be a part of it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you haven't done it already. I really appreciate it. I do a whole bunch of videos on Chivas and El Tri and Mexican football, and obviously against for Arsenal as well in the Premier League. So and England as well, obviously. So and a little bit of Australia, but not too much. So yeah, you might find something that you'll be interested in. I really do appreciate everyone that subscribes. It's really epic to see. Like and subscribe, and then also comment down below as well. I really do reply to all my comments. I like having conversations with you guys, and yeah, I think there's plenty to talk about with Chivas right now. So yeah, take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching, like I said, and I will see you guys next week when we'll discuss the Atlas result and possible opponents for Liguilla. So take it easy, guys. I really appreciate you guys, and have a good weekend and have a great day, and see you guys very soon. Adios.